Hey, ladies and gentlemen, a very, very warm welcome to you to the Nishkar Sharma Show. This is episode number 37. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about how Neeti Maggu, who's the founder of Mukhota.com, how she's doing 1 million rupees a month through her e-commerce brand. So, Neeti, a very, very warm welcome to you.
Thank you so much, Nishkarsh.
It's such a pleasure, to have you in the show, especially because we've been discussing and we've been having a chat about your brand and how the brand has evolved. You sharing your progress and meeting you first in the event that happened in Goa till this day. I've seen your struggles. I've gone through it. You've been a part of a program as well, and it's been a pretty interesting journey. And trust me, that day when you shared that one thing with me on WhatsApp, I was like, wow, we definitely want to share your journey with the world, with everyone who listens to this, because people in the audience are the ones who are hustling to build their e-commerce businesses. And I think you're doing a pretty good job with it. I keep seeing your updates. Your website's awesome. We're gonna add a link to your website in the description as well for people to go check out and hopefully also buy a lot of stuff from you. But yeah, a very warm welcome and thanks for being here.
Thank you so much. I think it has been because of you, you know, because of your sessions and because of the mastermind that I attended.
Yeah. I remember you and so there were two ladies in that mastermind. Yeah, I remember that.
Rajdeep and I,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Yeah, awesome. So tell me, like, let's start with your background. So where do you come from? How did all of this begin for you? Like, what were you doing before ecom started for
Yeah.
you? Tell us like everything about that.
So if I talk about myself, I have always been interested into e-commerce, but I was not having that direction. So to be very honest, since ninth class, when Oriflame and all was there,
Yeah.
so my sister took the membership and then I was so keen to get into it. She left, I started, I used to meet all my targets. So I have always wanted to, sell something, but I didn't know what I wanted to sell. And
Hmm.
somehow it was fed into my mind that she's very good at computers and after after my 10th I'll be taking non-medical and then I'll be doing engineering, and that is how I did engineering. But in the very first year of doing computer science engineering, I realized that no, it is not my cup of tea. But I didn't know what should I do. When I was in Dehradun, when I met Rahul Bhaiya, Saurabh Bhaiya, Rahul Bhatnagar, so through them I used to do some internships. I have always been in touch with him, so I think he played a major role because he knew that I want to do something, but I was lacking direction. So I could not quit my college, although I wanted to, because I didn't know what I want to do. And soon, this EBW when was launched. Meanwhile, also after that, also I have done various things. In college, I used to do, some exhibitions, or during my breaks, I used to teach students some summer camp. So I could
Nice.
not waste my time. I had that passion of, utilizing my time, doing something or the other. Even after my job had to start, and after my college ended, in that time also I took some tuitions. I taught a student, and then that is how I spent my time.
Hmm.
And then after my job started again. It was that engineering job which I was not interested in, because I was not at all interested into the development thing. But
Yeah.
then again, Rahul Bhaiya told me about the EBW one. I attended your event. So while my job, I attended that event. I went to Goa, and that is how I think I got the direction. And for that also I talk about a spiritual path which I think helped me. So I practiced Buddhism from some few years. So, or you can also talk about the vision boards
Mm-hmm.
or something you try to manifest. So
Mm-hmm.
this was which this thing that I have always wanted to start. So I think he became the manifestation in my life. And then you, so to be very honest, during the 3 days, I don't think I happened to attend all the sessions. It was a very few sessions because I was also
Mm-hmm.
taking care of the back end.
Yeah.
And it was your session which I attended, and
Mm-hmm.
very few sessions which I attended, to be very honest.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, well, I want to start e-commerce. This thing is giving me some direction. Next day, I had a word with Saurabh Bhatnagar, and he guided me everything. And then he told me more about you guys, and he
Mm-hmm.
said that you must definitely start. Don't wait about it.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I went back, I just read more about it. What is it all about? And then I enrolled in your course. I started doing POD in USA, but of course, so I somewhere did not get successful there. I kept on trying. So then I entered the mastermind as well. Things became pretty clear after attending mastermind. And now at that time, I was feeling that why are the mindset sessions happening? And you also talked about that thing, that क्यों mindset हो रहा है? That why do we do mindset? And I was relating to the other people's thought which you shared.
Yeah.
But then now I feel that only the mindset session, helps me.
Hmm.
Even now, I don't remember any of the technical stuff, but I remember the mastermind which I attended, and that day I somehow have, that day when we were keeping our eyes closed and we were like, what is your goal and everything. I don't remember anything else, just the mastermind ka mindset session. I remember that like it is in my head all the time.
That's beautiful.
So then I had somehow, so designs did not work for me in POD. But with that concept, I really liked that I like doing e-commerce. And alongside job, because I was doing a job in Pune, so it was difficult to manage. So my computer science, like my engineering job started in 2018 January. And I attended the event in 2019, in May 2019. And my journey with ecom started in June 2019, and it went until approximately April 2020. I had taken a little pause for US, because it was pretty hectic to do with my job. I used to come back from the job and then do everything in e-commerce. Plus, I had a bit of loss in the POD. And then I certainly realized that something is not working here. But I am liking the e-commerce thing. So when the lockdown happened in India, I thought I should start this in India because I had all the knowledge of building a website. It's just that I wasn't aware of certain apps in India for which I explored कि कैसे करना है इंडिया में. But otherwise, I felt that I knew everything. Where to research the product from, sourcing can be possible in India. Everything was possible in India. And then I started Indian e-commerce and I started selling very random things. I was, to be very honest, it was not Indian e-commerce, it was Indian drop shipping, wherein a lot of people were aware of the concept of Indian drop shipping. We found the vendors. I myself became one vendor for a certain time wherein I used to source the products because I had a friend who used to teach, and we had a lot of students who required stuff from us. So we had done those tie-ups as well. So, but I knew that this thing is not going to work because dropshipping became so common in India during COVID that every person started selling that. And that has always been in my mind that I want to do something, which I can also, मतलब मेरे को कॉन्फिडेंस आना चाहिए उस चीज को दिखाने में. ऐसा नहीं है कि लोग बेच रहे हैं मेरे को भी बेचना है. आई वांटेड समथिंग यूनिक, तो मेरे को कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं आ रहा था उसमें भी. विद दैट इंडियन एक्सपीरियंस आई गॉट अ होल्ड ऑफ द इंडियन मार्केट. आई गॉट टू नो दैट वेयर एम आई लैकिंग इन मतलब कि शिपिंग में, वेयर एम आई लैकिंग. आई गॉट टू नो ऑल द लूप होल्स बिकॉज ऑफ दैट. एंड so whatever experience I had, so designing, US ka part se I got to know that I was somewhere lacking in the design part, and by doing the Indian e-commerce, Indian dropshipping, I got to know that I'm somewhere lacking in fulfilling the orders very fast, because Indian people too want very fast shipping, and then they want it to be delivered the next day. With that, one thing happened. So it was going on. Indian e-commerce was going on, but I wasn't very happy. ऐसा नहीं है that I didn't earn profit. I got a very good profit in that time as well, but that interest was not there. So I was just tracking my brains. What do I do? And after lockdown opened, I think in August, it was there that we all went out, and my friend was wearing a R-lettered mask. So she was, and she made it because she was the owner of that boutique. So I said that I will get you orders. You make the mask for me. It is my duty to get you orders. So she said, okay, you get me orders. And I took the pricing from her. I took the bulk pricing as well. So it was kind of POD, that we are making something what the customers want, because it was initial, but it was in India and it was unique. So I started uploading the status on WhatsApp. I started getting a lot of orders. And because, Instagram marketing helped me a lot in US e-commerce, US POD as well. So I didn't take much time to, start everything on Instagram. From the very first few days, I had made an Instagram account. I started building my content because after attending some sessions, I knew that content has to be put on daily basis. So I started putting content there. Even in the starting, I took some pictures from the Pinterest and I told that this is not our design, but we can make this.
Oh.
So yeah, in the start, I did this as well, that because I could not launch so many designs initially. I didn't know that it will sell or not. So I just simply took the designs from Pinterest and I told people that we can get this made for you and it will be similar, not exact. And then I deleted the earlier pictures and however my product looked, I started putting that. And then there were so many duplicate pages as well. So now what I did is I didn't make a proper website for this Indian e-commerce. What I did is I simply added this product in my drop shipping website, this mask, and I got huge sales. But my ad account got blocked. So my journey had stopped there or paused there for approximately 2 months because my ads were not getting approved. My personal ID got restricted. Like everything got restricted.
Okay.
And I was not able to do anything. I was just selling on Instagram and WhatsApp, and the sales were pretty less. And from my friend whom I was taking the mask, she said I won't be able to make the mask. In the very few days, she said that. But by chance, again, I was exploring something and I called different vendors and I found a vendor who could make all of these things for me as quickly as possible.
Okay.
And then everything went well. But the only problem was that my ads were getting disapproved. I tried multiple accounts, but everywhere it got disapproved. And then I racked my brains again. And if you remember, Aman, he is I'm in touch with him.
Yeah,
So he said, why don't you try a video? Aman from UK. So he said, why don't you try a video ad? I even tried hiring people to run Facebook ads for me, and even their ad accounts got blocked because due to COVID, mask ke ads run karna is not allowed until and unless your ad account is 4 months old. So I read all the policies, I read everything, but somehow that video ad worked for me. And then there was no looking back. So after all the struggles, so once that video ad started working, I got a lot of designs on my website. Then there was no looking back. Since then, I'm getting a lot of orders for the mask chains. And because there were some production issues due to lockdown, karigars were not available, and I somehow had to sell. So then I added a few products such as accessories. Then again, production problem was there, so I had to generate more sales. So I could add more products. So initially it was a difficult journey because packing. So we can talk about it later.
Yeah, but
further.
that's
You'd
actually
love.
pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. There's so much that people can learn from whatever you've just shared right now, and this is the reason I did not interrupt you, because it was all gold, and I'll tell you why. So first of all, you mentioned something that since class 9th you wanted, like, what was that part? Could you say that again? Since class 9th you wanted.
Oriflame.
Yeah, so
I wanted to sell.
the network
Yeah,
marketing
that's
thing
a
came up.
cosmetic brand. Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm aware about that. I've done network marketing as well after, I don't know, since my second year of college till fourth year, like for 2.5 years. So I understand the model. But it all began with that initial seed that, okay, fine, I want to be doing something. I want to be doing something. That entrepreneurship spirit comes in, and you want to be making money, and you want to be taking the other path. Great. Then when you finally came into college, you met Rahul Bhatnagar, Saurabh Bhatnagar, and you started interning with them, working for the card brand of theirs and doing events and getting involved. Great. So वहाँ पे भी एक वो था that I want to do something, but I don't know what it is, but let me just try this, because this is one thing that I've seen in people who kill it in life and who kill it in business. They are always like super active. They really want to do something, they want to learn something, and they want to continue leveling up. So that's exactly what you did. Then after that, you came in the event and you liked the e-commerce session, like you mentioned, that Siddhant and I took. And then, you researched and became a part of the program, tried POD, great. Did POD, understood a few things, could not make it work. I was like, okay, fine, nahi chal raha hai. Took a break. And then, but through POD, you learned the designing part, you learned how e-commerce works, you learned the operations, Shopify, और ये सारा काम कैसे
Yeah.
करता है. Then you took a break. I was like, okay, okay, I have some financial issues. What do I do now? Budget चीज देखनी है, कहाँ कितना डालना है. I've already invested more than I've made. What do I do now? Then you got to know about Indian drop shipping. You tried that, made it work, made profits, but then you were like, okay, I'm not really enjoying what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't have my skin in the game.
Yeah.
I want to do something that has more value. You found this friend of yours, and that one conversation wherein she told you, okay, I'm selling masks, and you're like, okay, I'll sell them for
No,
you.
she was not selling masks. She just wore it. She has a boutique. She just wore
Okay.
it.
And you were like,
I
okay,
saw her
you give them
wearing.
for me. Okay, so that one
Yes.
just think about that one day when you saw it, the idea popped up, and you were like, want to do it.
Yeah.
And this popped up for a lot of reasons. One, you understood कि हाँ यार masks POD में होता है. You understood how e-commerce works. You had done Indian
Yes.
e-commerce well. You understood how the logistics work. So सब मिला के, you had this one idea
Yes.
that came up, and then like you said, the rest is history. And then you just started implementing this, and then the packaging and delivery, all the technical part comes later. But
Yeah.
you had this one thing, and there's so much that people can learn from this. A lot of times people get started with something, and then they give up. They're like, okay, fine,
Yeah.
this did not work for me. This simply means that this business cannot work for me at all. There are so many people who start businesses that way.
Yeah.
But everyone who's listening to this, you guys need to understand and learn from Neeti's story that, one, she was very clear that I want to make e-commerce work. I like the model and I want to do something in the e-commerce space. She started with one thing, was not very successful with that, but she did not stop. She was researching, she was talking to people, she was seeing videos, she was consulting everyone around her, started Indian dropshipping, great, chal raha hai, felt like something is missing. Saw a mask, came up with an idea, first tested it out. You said that you tested that on your dropshipping store first, right? Yeah, she
Yeah.
already
Yeah.
had a store, so aisa nahi hai that she got a new logo made and a new website set up and all, because a lot of people, they waste their time कि हम website भी बनाएंगे, हम logo
Yeah.
भी बनाएंगे, we're going to create a brand. Don't do it. First test the concept out. Another very cool thing that you mentioned was you found an image on Pinterest that product did
Yeah.
not exist. You added the image on Instagram and you made it clear, being authentic and genuine. Listen, we don't have this is not ours, but we can create something similar for you. So you actually
Yeah.
got people to pay you first. So people actually paid you to make that product for them, and then you deleted that, clicked a photo of the new one, and then of course, like you mentioned, Mukhota was born before that. So this so much, there is so much that people can be learning from the journey of yours. How long back did you start Mukhota?
I started my Instagram page in last August. August
May, so
2020.
all right, so that's almost what, 10 months now?
Yeah. In October,
Yeah.
I tested the product. Like in August only, I tested the product on my dropshipping website. It worked pretty well, but for 2 months, I had no luck.
Yeah.
In December, I had built Mukhota and my video ad started working.
Superb. And that one
Like the
conversation that
website to Mukhota. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. And that one conversation that you had with this friend of yours, Aman, he was also there in the mastermind.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
not working. And that one suggestion, that one thing that he said to you, why don't you try
Exactly.
video ads? It changed the game for you. So all of this was happening because, one, you were pretty outgoing. You did not mind sharing your struggles with people. You did not mind accepting the fact that, okay, I don't know everything. I'm still learning. You had that learning instinct that I want to continue learning. I want to continue testing. Ad account bans did not stop you. You were still doing something or the other on Instagram. And which
Yeah.
reminds me to ask you, how did you deal with this? Like, once the advertising access was gone, ad account was banned, how did you get access to Facebook again?
So I did not get the access to Facebook again. I made a new account. I started using my sister's ad account. Even that is blocked now. So I kept making new ad accounts and I just started, I tested with it.
Okay. Got it. So yeah, I think a very big reason why your ads were getting banned was simply because of using masks, because Facebook policies say
Yeah,
that
initially it was
because of
getting,
COVID. Yeah, because of COVID, you
but
cannot
now
do
it
that.
does not get blocked because of the video ad.
That's awesome. That's pretty good. There's always a way, as long as you want to get
Yeah.
somewhere, there's always going to be a way. Let's say kuch bhi hota hai, there are so many platforms out there. There are so many brands who rely on just SEO for their e-commerce stores. There are so many brands
Yeah.
who just, stick to Instagram. I know people who have podcasts to sell e-commerce products, for God's sake. If you do research about this, there's this podcast that I listen to. It's called The Smart Passive Income. podcast by Pat Flynn, and in this podcast, there was this interview that I heard about a woman who's selling on Etsy, and she does not run any ads. What she does is she runs a podcast. She has a community of people in her audience for the kind of product she sells, something handmade, something similar to what you're doing, and she's doing really well. Doing really good numbers. So it all drills down to being clear about what I want to do, where I want to go, and then just figuring out how you want to do it. And that's exactly what you've done, and you've done it pretty well. It's pretty interesting. So yeah, more on the profit margins part. What kind of margins are you seeing in the business overall?
It is approximately 15 to 20%, which I have calculated. To be very bad, accounts is the thing which I really
Worst
don't
part.
like doing.
Worst part.
Yeah, it is the worst part. And India, it is a lot of accounts because a lot of payments are done by
Taxes. Yeah.
cash.
Correct.
Taxes as well, plus a lot of payment is done by cash. Lot of other things are involved. It's very difficult to maintain the accounts, but whatever I have calculated is like it is 15 to 20% of the margins.
You know what? Bad accounting can be a nightmare. And this is like a lesson that we learned the hard way initially when we started. E-commerce में क्या होता है that on the front end you're going to see really good numbers. You're going to be
Yeah.
you're going to be like, wow, I've made $100,000, 70 lakh, wow, awesome. And then you reduce the product costs. Uske baad you reduce the PayPal fees, you reduce the taxes that you pay, you reduce conversion charges, and you left with like 10-15%, and this happens with so many people, pretty much everyone that I talk to who's, in the initial stages. It's very, very important to, know your numbers well. So after a while, then we delegated everything to a dedicated accountant by that you do it. We can't handle it. And this is one mistake that people make as well. They try to do everything themselves, which eventually, leads to a lot of losses, a lot of time, which can be spent in doing what you love, right? So, okay. And then on the level of operations, tell us more about how do things work operationally? Like, how do you handle the logistics, the sourcing, the shipping, returns? How does that work for you? For Mukhwata?
Sure. So I'll talk about it. So mask is not non-returnable and a non-exchangeable item. So once the product gets delivered, it is very less chances that I get a return for it. Only until and unless we have a mistake done. Like let's say the person ordered a H initial mask and they got a delivered. In that case, it's our fault. So we simply get the exchange done. But otherwise, I usually have very less returns. I have those returns when the customer is not picking the call. The shipment has gone from our side, but the customer is not picking, or he's out of station. In that case, we get the returns. So that is not huge in my particular case because mostly it's customized. So my RTO percentage is very less. It is like it was 2% initially, but in lockdown it has come approximately 6% because of the lockdown. So, a lot of things were happening in people's family. Some people got busy and they could not collect the orders. So in lockdown, it has increased the RTO percentage. And to be very honest, after my office was over, everything was done by me initially, from preparing the vendor list to packaging to coordinating with the pickup guys, everything, until I reached a certain stage that I could hire people. Everything was done by me. So now I have a team who does packing and a person who monitors them, like who is the main operation person and who checks whatever orders we have received, and then that person gives to the vendors. So I have various kind of vendors because some people make masks, some do the chains. So everything, somewhere I even have direct carriers. It's not that I just have the vendors.
Yeah.
I also have a set of carriers from whom I got the things made directly.
That's nice.
So there are a lot of people involved for running a brand, what I felt.
Correct.
So now it's more managed than before, though like something happened. The person whom I trained for about 2 months had suddenly quit a job. So now again, it is that period that I have to be super involved, and now I have a new person, but I have to teach him from the starting. So that is why it is pretty hectic.
I understand. There's one thing that I can recommend you: document everything that you're teaching them. If you're not already doing that, so and this is how you automate businesses. Be it e-commerce or be it anything else. So when you're teaching this person, if he's well equipped, either you could be asking him to document it for you, or you document it. So like, do you train this person physically or is it virtually? How do you?
physically,
Great. So
physically.
when you're training him, have a camera placed in front of you, and whatever you say, it should be on the camera, so that and
Yeah.
every communication that you have with this guy, with this important guy of in the brand, it needs to be on video for sure, so that even if he leaves and next time you want to replace him with somebody else, you just want to share those videos with this person so that that person can have a look at it, understand, and if he has questions he can ask you and pretty much continue working. So in a way
That is an
you want to,
amazing idea.
yeah, so what you want to do is you want to create, it's like creating a course for your brand. And this is exactly how
Got
we
it.
run all our businesses actually. Just say let's talk about the POD businesses that we're running. So everything is documented, that how do you upload a design, to how do you handle customer support, to how do you run ads, everything, so that if someone leaves, I should, like, your business should not be dependent on people, it should be dependent on processes. And processes can be documented using Google Docs, using videos, using screen share videos, however you want to do it. In Digital Dukandar as well, in every social media thing that we do, so many times people say, Kanishkash, ek baat batao, you are running your e-commerce business, you're so active on Instagram, आप दिन में 3 बार post डालते हो, you post videos on YouTube, you have a podcast as well, and then you also take live sessions and stuff. How do you do it? And I'm like, I don't do these things myself. There are people in place that are doing these things. We have people to reply to our Instagram inbox as well. We have people
Yeah,
who are
right.
posting posts. We have people. There is someone who's dedicated to uploading this podcast and editing it and making it happen. But we ensure कि ये करने के बाद भी everything should be documented. In fact, now what we do is I tell people, someone that we've hired for a new position, जिसका documentation नहीं है, we tell them that, listen, you want to be documenting everything that I'm teaching you, so that when we expand, you should be the person managing the new people who come up, and you should not be investing time again to train them. अब यही वीडियो उसको दिखाना ताकि वो सीख जाए. So इससे people don't feel bad about it. और कल को if you expand or if they leave, you have the stuff ready with you that you can show it to them.
Got it. Got it. Got it. This is a pretty
Yeah.
nice idea.
Yeah, it's really gonna help you, क्योंकि people are gonna come, people are gonna go, and
Yeah.
जब ये होता है, it can be a major pain in the air because of going through
Because
the
I was
entire drill
training
again.
it before my marriage. So it was like I had prepared things कि अब वो train हो जाएगा. तो अब तक मतलब I was taking that gap of 2 months. So he started coming since March, the
Uh-huh.
first person. And I
Uh-huh.
was like, that person will be trained until my marriage and I'll have no
Uh-huh.
issues. But he just quit the job 25 days before my marriage.
That's pathetic. And by the way, what is the exact date you're getting married on?
20th June.
So that's like
20th June.
almost within a month, which is awesome. So I don't know, like, when people are going to be hearing this in a couple of weeks from now, so we're going to be, when we make this live, yeah, it's going to be almost 2 weeks to go. Great. So maybe you guys should be checking out her Instagram and sending her wishes, because most probably she's going to be married by then, which is pretty good. So yeah, I can totally relate to that. This happens a lot. In fact, if you're not doing this, you should also have contracts with these guys. I mean, an agreement of sorts, because a
Yeah.
lot of times people will
That I
also
have made
come.
now.
Yeah, people are going to come, they're going to understand your business, especially your operations guys. They will understand the business and they will start something of their own. And hopefully, I mean,
Exactly.
not hopefully, but sadly sometimes people would copy exactly what you do. Pata, kyunki, like, I'll share something with you. I think my dad said this to me. He said to me that your employees are so smart that they're going to know everything about your business. They know how much sales you get, they calculate it, and they would calculate, अच्छा इनका इतना profit बनता होगा, इतने margins बनते होंगे, it's going to be so easy for me to run the business, let me start. Although most of these people fail, because they fail to realize that it takes so much to run a brand and a business, especially when you're starting out. So yeah, so that's one thing that
So, when
you
the
should do.
first person quit the job, so he was very smart and he said, ma'am, वैसे ना drop shifting business. So he didn't even know the word drop shipping. So
Drop
he
shifting.
was handling the work well. So yes,
Yeah.
he was like, ma'am, the वैसे ना drop shifting business is not that difficult. Anyone can do. No
Okay.
problem. If you need any help, take from me.
Yeah, so one of my coaches, one of my business coaches, he told this to me almost 3 years back, that if someone comes to you and he's an employee of yours, and they say to you that I want to start something of my own, or you get to know that, don't fight with them. Tell them that go ahead, do it, because you cannot stop them. You cannot convince them, you
See,
cannot
this
stop
is
them.
the first thing I did.
Hmm.
Because I have that passion now. I told them, अगर तुम्हें कुछ करना है ना, take help from me. I'll be
Exactly.
happy to guide you.
Exactly. You tell them that you do it,
Yeah.
I'll help you. And in a lot of cases, it can also be a new business for you, because now you
Yeah.
can say that, okay, like, what do you want to do? How do you want me to help you? Understand that, ask them that how do you want to do the profit sharing and stuff. And so, it could be potentially a new business for you, wherein you're just acting as a consultant and they're the ones who are working for
Yeah.
it. So yeah, that's great. And yeah, in terms of the logistics part, your store is hosted on Shopify, using Shopify.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
I'm
and what
using Shopify.
great. And what kind of delivery partners? How do you deal with the deliveries and calling people and all of that? How does that work?
See, what I found out in Indian e-commerce is if you're selling a unique product, you don't need to
Mm-hmm.
call people. But if you're, selling something which is very common, you need to call them. So initially, when I was doing Indian dropshipping, I had a person, separate
Mm-hmm.
person for calling and confirming the orders,
Hmm.
because the other to reduce RTO, there is no other option other than calling people.
So
And of course, we went,
by calling, you mean when you get an order, which is mostly cash on
yeah,
delivery, you call the customers and confirm if
exactly.
that they are the ones who place the order, right?
Yes, we
Got that.
confirm their addresses because people,
Hmm.
write some random addresses and a lot of
Hmm.
orders get cancelled.
Got it.
So I used to do that in case of Indian dropshipping. So I think that is more required when your
Hmm.
product is not unique.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Otherwise, it is not that required. In Mukota, I don't do that. Only
Hmm.
when I recently launched one product, which is also
Hmm.
being sold by other brands.
Okay.
So that is when I have to call, because again, the rate is very competitive, because a lot of people are selling that similar item, so
Okay.
we have to make the calls. So that
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
so there's a separate person calling and confirming the orders so
Hmm.
that we can reduce the RTO.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And if I talk about logistics, then I use Blue Dart. It is expensive,
Hmm.
but it delivers next day to most of the metropolitan cities,
Hmm.
or within 2 to 3 days to the other cities as well. And only if you give good customer service, only then people will be happy with your products. Plus, I personally need to take use Blue Dart
Hmm.
because I need more time to get the orders customized as well.
Hmm.
So,
Correct.
if I take 3 days to customize the order and then another 4 days to 5 days for shipping, then
Hmm.
I'm going to lose my customers. So I
Correct.
take 2 to 3 days, to get the order made and
Hmm.
then
Hmm.
ship it through the fastest service. Even if the product
Interesting.
is ready, also
Hmm.
then I use the Blue Dart service only. Like I have used other services, lot of returns would be there, shipping would be slow, and then a lot of other problems. I like Blue Dart the best. And
Hmm.
apart from that, I use DTDC for Delhi NCR because DTDC works best for Delhi NCR. I'm shipping from Delhi NCR. So if I ship from Delhi to Delhi NCR, it delivers next day.
Superb. So, and how do you like tie up? Do you directly tie up with Blue Dart, or do you use some aggregators or apps in the middle? How do you do that?
So I have an aggregator app, Nimbus Post. So in
Nimbus
India, there are
Post.
a lot of aggregators, apps, Shiprocket, Nimbus Post, and
Hmm.
various others. Picker. I have used Shiprocket and I have used Nimbus Post. So I really like Nimbus Post to be very comfortable. I can give you the link for that, which you can
Mm-hmm.
share with others.
Yeah, sure.
But I really like Nimbus Post to be the best. Shiprocket ki
Hmm.
service is not good, but I've still, made an account on Shiprocket because
Hmm.
some orders are not being shipped by Nimbus Post. I
Nimbus.
ship through Shiprocket.
Got that. Yeah, on your recommendation,
So you
even
don't have
I.
to leave
Hmm.
anything.
Yeah, yeah, I got it. The other day when you recommended Nimbus Post, I also created an account with these guys when we tested something out in the Indian space before the lockdown. So yeah, had a good experience with them for a couple of orders that we shipped. So yeah,
Yeah,
that makes sense. So yeah, you mentioned using Shopify, Nimbus Post, calling people, especially for products that are not unique.
yeah.
And how does the cash on delivery thing work for you? I mean, what all payment options do you give to people, and what are the percentages of people picking these payment options?
See, now I have given like COD, I have given
Hmm.
Paytm, and I have given Razorpay. So
Nice.
my store has three options. So Paytm and Razorpay covers everything.
Hmm.
Everything like Paytm covers Paytm wallet and everything. Plus it covers net banking, credit card, debit card, and Razorpay
Nice.
also covers everything. So everything is covered in Indian, currencies, whatever is possible. People use that, and they cut
Hmm.
2% charges. Paytm is very good because Paytm
Okay.
settles the payment next day itself.
Nice.
Whatever transactions are done today will be settled next day.
Hmm.
And Razorpay takes T plus, so transaction plus 8 days. Now I
Okay.
have requested them, so now they have reduced it to T plus 2 days because I have become a old customer,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
my things are like now
Mm-hmm.
everything is fine. So
Mm-hmm.
recently only they have changed my transaction to T plus 2 days.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So my amount will be credited within 3 days of the transaction done.
Okay.
And if I talk about COD, it is like Nimbus Post will be crediting the amount in my account. I'll have to
Hmm.
upload my bank details, cancel check,
Hmm.
and they will verify my account. And
Hmm.
even in their case, it was T plus 8 days, but now they have done T plus 5 days.
Beautiful.
So
So
transaction takes 5 days.
so you simply just reached out to them and you were like, okay, I'm getting good numbers, and I would appreciate if you
Yes.
could. Beautiful. Yeah,
So I
negotiation is
started
key.
with basic. Now I
Hmm.
am on the enterprise account. So they have
Beautiful.
three accounts as well.
Great. Yeah, I could. That
There's a
makes
difference
sense.
of a rupee or something like that.
Yeah, that's actually nice. And this is where everyone who's doing well in their businesses, guys, you just want to ask people for better services. Like like Nidhi sharing, if you're doing good numbers and you're giving good business to your delivery partner, your vendor, or Shopify, whatever it is, you can reach out to these guys and ask them if they could reduce the fees, if they could give you something more, a better offer in terms of pricing. You just want to ask them, and these companies are going to be more than open to do that because they want more business from you and they want to keep you, because every single month you're doing, you're bringing them business and you're a valued client for them. So, and about the COD thing that you mentioned, how much time does it take for the money to come, reach your bank account for the cash on delivery orders?
So for COD only, I mentioned it was T plus 8 days initially. So
Okay.
whenever the order is delivered,
Hmm.
in that case, T plus 8 days. Now Nimbus Post have made it T plus 5 days for
Acha,
me.
okay. I thought you were talking about the ones wherein you take
Razor
prepayment.
Pay was done for T plus 2 days. For
Beautiful.
Razor Pay also, it was T plus 8 days only. Razor Pay
Hmm.
has done T plus 2 days for me, and
Hmm.
Nimbus Post has done T plus 5 days because in COD for them they
Hmm.
also take time because once the Blue Dart will collect the cash, then
Hmm.
they will take one day to get the money, put in Nimbus Post account, and then Nimbus Post will give me. So T plus
Nice.
5 was the best they could give it to me.
And how much time does it usually take to? So T is the transaction date. I mean,
Transaction date,
oh,
yes. T
nice.
is the
That's good.
transaction date.
So if you got the order today, the fifth day you're gonna have the money in your bank account.
Yes,
Beautiful. That's
yes.
pretty good. And that's like I mean, for that
So
reason,
that
using a
cycle is
fast
formed.
partner. Yeah, and for that reason, using a fast delivery partner also makes sense because you
Exactly.
get the money faster and your customers are gonna be happy as well.
Yes,
Great. That's pretty
yes.
good. Now, on the level of your ads, you're running Facebook ads. So what is your approach for scaling things up? Like how do you scale things up with ads? What kind of things work good for you?
So to be very honest, I'm still trying a lot of other scaling methods. Until now,
Mm-hmm.
what I have only tried, so this only has worked pretty well for me.
Mm-hmm.
Basic duplicating the
That's it.
campaigns, and
Okay.
CBO works. I just duplicate the campaigns and try that. CBO is working well. I
Mm-hmm.
try to change the ad copies after a while,
Hmm.
so that is really working well. So I
Hmm.
think I was consistently running one ad copy only, but then my ad cost had increased, so when I
Uh,
changed the ad copy, it worked well. Then slowly increasing the budget, 25%, and then 30%, and then
hmm.
that is how I am increasing the budgets.
Nice. And are
And then
you? Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Go on. Sorry. Go on. Go on.
and I also tried different targeting. So for me, lookalike is working the best. I was
Beautiful.
not initially trying targeting. So since the start only, I had made a lookalike of people, engaging on my Instagram page. So I
Nice.
never tried
Nice.
a proper targeting for me. Since the
Okay.
start, lookalikes are working because when the Mukata website was built, I had approximately 1,000 followers on Instagram by then.
Okay.
So 1,000 data was good enough to
Hmm.
try that lookalike of people who are engaging on my Instagram account.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, are you also upselling more products to these guys when they buy from you? Like, do you have a funnel in place for them?
Yes, yes. So I have installed one-click upsell
Yeah, yeah,
wherein
yeah.
I
Hmm.
show different kind of products and my sales have increased.
Beautiful.
So
Yeah,
whichever,
that's pretty
the
good.
product, I try different products after different time, that
Hmm.
which upsell is working well.
Yeah, testing is the
So I
name of the
try that.
game. Yeah, and you know, people fail to understand. People think that ek bar chala diya, so the only profit they make is on the front end. But if you guys can, you know, like the ones who listen to this, if you guys can figure out a way to increase your average order value, it's also going to increase your profits, which means you can pay more to acquire a customer. E-commerce is all about competition, wherein the person who's able to pay the most to acquire a customer wins the game. It's pretty much it. And to be able
Exactly.
to, you know, to be able to pay more to acquire a customer, you want to make more profits on the front end and back end through email marketing, through upselling, downselling on the front end. So yeah, that's pretty good. And you mentioned Instagram. So what kind of things do you do on your Instagram to generate positive ROI from there to get sales?
So on Instagram, first of all, I put content almost daily. I even tried
Mm-hmm.
putting content like once in 3 days, but then my
Hmm.
engagement had like dropped like anything.
Hmm.
So I use Instagram on daily basis. I put
Hmm.
stories, and
Hmm.
recently I've started doing a lot of polls so that I get
Hmm.
more engagement on it.
Hmm.
So polls, I do this and that. You know, if you have seen this or that
Yeah, yeah,
polls.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
recently I have started using that. Then I have done giveaways as well.
Hmm.
Recently I did a giveaway, so that increases the engagement. And then apart from like apart from all of these things, influencer marketing has helped me a lot on Instagram since the
Nice.
start. Like
Hmm.
since the start, I knew that I won't be able to handle Instagram.
Hmm.
क्योंकि कंटेंट डेली पुट करना या स्केड्यूल भी करना, आई डोंट लाइक राइटिंग अ
Yeah,
लॉट ऑफ कंटेंट.
yeah.
तो मैंने स्टार्टिंग से उस चीज के लिए हायर किया था, लाइक फ्रॉम द
Hmm.
वेरी फर्स्ट पोस्ट आल्सो ना, आई यूज्ड
Hmm.
टू फाइंड द पिक्चर्स आल्सो फ्रॉम द वेरी फर्स्ट डे. I
Hmm.
had a person doing handling
Hmm.
my Instagram account. I just
Hmm.
made it,
Hmm.
and that person started handling it. So
Hmm.
if people, like, I would say this thing, if you do not want to do, and you can hire for very cheap. I knew
Hmm.
a lot of things about
Hmm.
Instagram, so I
Hmm.
always guided them.
Hmm.
ऐसा नहीं था कि I hired experts. I
Hmm.
guided, I hired freshers to whom
Hmm.
I used to guide, but
Hmm.
they used to put it. They used to
Hmm.
do the work for me.
Hmm.
And since the very start, I did influencer marketing, wherein I did barter collaborations. I offered them.
Nice.
Initially, I had masks, so I only offered masks, but now I have more products like mask, accessories, headbands. So we do a lot of messages. So
Hmm.
this thing, you know, I remember from Srijan when
Hmm.
he came to Pune, and then he was like, "Dar kyun rahe ho? Messages bhejo, and
Hmm.
then
Hmm.
voice bhejo, voice notes
Hmm.
bhejo, interact
Hmm.
with people, network with people."
Hmm.
And so I think, you know, I have some points from every session which
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I have
Hmm.
attended with you guys.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
be it whatever, I find different kind of profiles, and we simply send out them messages. We interact with them, and then we talk about you know, that we are a new brand, and
Hmm.
we cannot afford to give you a lot of money right now.
Hmm.
And because a lot of vocal for local is going on in India,
Hmm.
a lot of people agree for barter collaborations.
So by barter collaborations, what exactly do you mean for the people to understand better?
So barter collaborations are basically that they'll put up a story or post for us, whatever is discussed with them, whatever, you know, you
Hmm.
discuss,
Hmm.
and we in exchange of that we give them our products.
Hmm.
So of course our manufacturing cost is not that much, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
rather than paying them, we can pay the amount, pay them the products, and then they wear and they showcase the products.
Hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. And so, is
I
there a
also
particular?
give them.
Uh, yeah, yeah,
So
please.
personalized
Yeah.
discount code. Personalized discount code works a lot.
Wow.
So what I
Hmm.
do, let's say
Hmm.
I'm giving you a product, and I would
Hmm.
say, you know, that you can use code Nishkarsh 10. So
Hmm.
you'll share this code
Hmm.
Nishkarsh 10 with a lot of people, and they can use
Hmm.
it.
Hmm.
So you will also feel very good that, you know, I have a personalized code for this
Oh,
brand.
are you doing affiliate marketing for it yet? I mean, do you have affiliates
No,
for it?
not yet.
Yeah,
No,
you
no,
know,
not yet.
this is
I'm
one
working on it.
thing. Yeah, yeah, this is one thing that could absolutely change the game. So there's this brand based out in Costa Rica called Pura Vida. If you've heard about that, Pura Vida
Yes.
bracelets. So Pura
No, no,
Vida,
no.
I was reading a case study about them yesterday. They're based out in Costa Rica, and these guys, they're doing crazy numbers, crazy, like multi-million dollars a month. The kind of products they sell are like, so they sell bracelets with these little stones. I've seen some similar products on
I
your.
also have that.
I was, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I've seen those. what these guys do, most of their success has come from their customers. So these guys have an affiliate program. People can come sign up for an affiliate. They pay 12% affiliate commissions, and they
Wow.
have millions. They have a lot of affiliates sending them millions of dollars in sales because their products are good, and because the products are good, people are happy to be selling it for them. So one thing that you could also do is, along with every product that you send, you could actually have a quick note that if you want to recommend a product, you just message it, right, that sell our products and make a commission. Or you could add an affiliate page on your site. There are platforms, like there are a lot of Shopify apps for affiliate marketing.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yeah.
install them, people will come, generate the affiliate link, send them the commissions, however you want to do it. It works beautifully for Pura Vida, and you can also read more about them. They are killing it with this affiliate marketing thingy.
Yeah, I'll definitely check about it because I was thinking to implement this, but I
Yeah,
was like so many things to do
yeah,
because I
one
want to
step at a
launch
time.
this on Amazon as well. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
Amazon is also very good now. You can launch your
Hmm.
products on Amazon. These
Correct.
Indian people can sell on a lot of platforms.
So don't you think
There are
that if you
various
launch
kind of
it,
platforms.
absolutely, don't you think if you launch it on Amazon, people are gonna prefer going to Amazon and not coming to you? Like, how do you approach that?
I was thinking to put a different category of products on Amazon.
Got that. Yeah, so keeping it exclusive,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
yeah.
That's
Something
nice.
similar but different.
That's, yeah, that's a smart thing to do as well. Okay, this is so much value. After every time we do a podcast, people reach out to me and they give their feedback and share with me. Trust me, this is going to be one episode wherein I'm sure people are going to go crazy. They're going to go mad because there's so much that has been shared here on the level of, I mean, your story, on the level of the kind of things you're doing, on the level of the negotiation, the average order value, using Instagram influencers, product sourcing, building a team. There is so much that you've done, and you created the website in December, like you shared, like under the brand
Yeah.
name. So it's just what, June, almost June, and killing it. And super duper proud of you. You're killing it. It's absolutely such a pleasure to have you, and thank you, for sharing, like honestly sharing everything with the world. That's really nice. This defines you as a person, and I really respect you for that.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Yeah, and this brings me to one last question. Okay, so don't you feel that you know you're pretty public about Mukhota being your brand, right? And you've
Yeah.
transitioned from dropshipping to this, wherein in dropshipping we don't share our store names because we feel people are going to copy us, and also because we're not very proud about what we're doing, because that's what anyone can do. But transitioning into Mukhota, I see you promote your stuff on WhatsApp. You're pretty active on social media, Instagram, everywhere. Don't you feel you're going to be copied, or someone's going to figure things out and copy you? Because a lot of people have that question. So how do you deal with that on the level of your mindset?
I don't think it's very easy to copy, my things. Or even if the people copy, let them copy. I mean, I don't fear that because it is all about, designing. And once the people trust, so people have already, copied my designs. What they
Uh,
do is, there was with this girl,
uh,
I don't remember the brand name, and she took my pictures and she had posted on her Instagram channel. And
uh-huh.
then she started messaging me, you have some copied designs. And rather, she was copying my designs, and then she blocked me. So she basically did a
Hmm.
fight with me and then blocked
Hmm.
me. So
Hmm.
people are going to, now, even if now let's say
Hmm.
some of the people doing e-commerce know me,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
then they copy, or some
Hmm.
people, not knowing me and still copying me. In India,
Hmm.
copying is has to be there. So I mean,
Correct.
I don't fear it only. They
Hmm.
can't, read my brains that what is my next
Exactly.
design.
Exactly.
Yeah, and what next design am I going to launch? My launch would already be done, and then they will copy, right?
Yes.
They won't be able
Yes.
to copy what is in my brain.
That's beautiful, and that's so good.
I'll be happy that it is inspiring them. My brand is
Yes.
inspiring them to copy.
And they're actually creating more space for you, because they might copy stuff for you, they might spend money, but in the end, one day or the other, people will find you. People looking for those products, they will find you. And when they find you,
Yeah,
they're going to find originality in your brand, and 100% they're going to
exactly.
become your customers. And the first mover always has an advantage. So maybe they would be able to take away 1 or 2% of your sales, but 98% of your sales are going to be with you. So
Yeah,
that's the right mindset. And this also there's one thing. There are a lot of things that they cannot copy. These people could never go to the events that you've attended. These people haven't
Yeah.
spent a ton of money in coaching and training like you've done. These people have not taken advice from tens of people or hundreds of people out there. These people these people did not get to know about Oriflame when they were in class ninth. These people did not fail at businesses. These
Yeah.
people did not go broke. These people did not have sleepless nights and struggles. This is something that people cannot copy, and this is what makes you unique. This is what makes your business unique. This is what makes your brand and of course Mukhota unique. And uniqueness is something that cannot be copied. So 100%, pretty much spot on with on the level of your mindset as well. So pretty commendable.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So all right, I think I've pretty much asked what I wanted to. If like, what would you like, before we end this, what would you like to say to the ones who are listening to you, keeping in mind that they are at the stage where you were almost, let's say, 2 years back in 2019. People are struggling right now with their e-commerce businesses. People are just trying out. People who have not become profitable yet, or people who have not even started yet. What would you like to say to these guys?
So, what I would say is that do not give up. This is the only thing which people have to keep in their mind.
Mm-hmm.
And spiritually also, this thing only has helped me. When
Hmm.
I practice Buddhism, as I mentioned, I used to
Hmm.
read books, and
Hmm.
it is only about taking continuous actions and do not give up. Take
Hmm.
actions, do not give up. Even if you are failing, do not give up. Try
Hmm.
out different things. So I was talking to one of the members in Buddhism as well, and I was like कि मेरे को नहीं समझ में आ रहा, मुझे जॉब छोड़नी है लेकिन मुझे क्या करना है मुझे नहीं पता. तो उनका what option do you have? And at that particular moment I was even trying for an MBA क्योंकि मुझे जॉब से
Hmm.
निकलना था. And I'm still
Hmm.
doing job. I haven't
Hmm.
quit my job yet. I'm doing both
Oh,
the things.
nice.
I haven't quit my job yet. I am still managing
Beautiful.
both the things.
By the way,
So
what do you do in your job? What is your profile?
software developer.
Oh my God, great,
And that
great.
thing has helped me. I used to
Hmm.
complain that
Hmm.
मुझसे नहीं होगा, but now even if I have to edit a Shopify code, I have
Hmm.
that understanding. And she was like, you have to do a business,
Hmm.
be it wherever you are. Maybe you don't have the soft skills अभी तक जो आपको
Hmm.
business के लिए required है.
Hmm.
Technical skills हो सकता है आपको काम ना आए ना आपको interest हो. But
Hmm.
हो सकता है you still have to learn those soft skills, being in the job, that how to tackle with the manager, how
Hmm.
to get the work done with the people around you. So there's a lot of things which I actually have learned. So do
Hmm.
not feel that wherever you are right now is not the place we are not learning. आपको
Hmm.
definitely कुछ और करना है, लेकिन जहां पर आप अभी हो, that is the best place to learn. Be it your job, if you're not even doing your job, अगर आप घर पे कोविड के टाइम पे कुछ नहीं कर रहे तो भी you are learning a lot of things, you are building that strength. So in any kind of environment we are just learning things. And I don't think any of the people who are trying to give up.
Hmm.
Keep trying, talk to people. So I did
Hmm.
not mention here that about the one click upsell. Again, I
Hmm.
got that person from your community only. I
Hmm.
talked to
Hmm.
Mukul that
Hmm.
I do not know, मेरे को मेरे से upselling नहीं set हो रही है. I tried
Hmm.
different apps. ऐसा नहीं, I was not aware about upselling, but I
Hmm.
was not aware about the apps. So I
Hmm.
talked to him. So talking to different kind of people and networking also really helps. So he
Correct.
told me that do one click upsell.
Hmm.
So networking is very important,
Hmm.
but ये ना हो कि सिर्फ आप पूछते जा रहे हो और implement नहीं कर
Hmm.
रहे.
Correct.
That
Correct.
implementation is required, and there
Hmm.
will be a time when you will get success. ऐसा possible ही
Beautiful.
नहीं है that you will not get success if you don't keep trying. So if I talk about my journey, I'm trying since ninth class to
Yeah.
get into e-commerce. So
Hmm.
there were various kind. I did not mention I used to put some exhibitions in my society as well when I was in Pune, because मेरे
Hmm.
को लगता था कि office के बाद that thing is giving me happiness. So there were
Hmm.
different events celebrated in
Hmm.
my society, like because Pune is a society where Pune is a
Hmm.
place where
Yeah. Yeah.
everything is celebrated very well. And I
Hmm.
used to live in a society where people were from different cultures. So on every occasion, what used to happen is stalls were being put.
Hmm.
So and
Hmm.
so people used to put stalls for food or something or the other. So randomly after coming from office, मेरे को पता था कि stalls लगने हैं. So I had built those contacts with the society people. तो मैं अंकल से बात करती थी. No person like who was a tenant used to put stalls and was not even allowed to put
Okay.
stalls. Only the members of the society, but I had built those contacts with them and I was allowed to put stalls 2 to 3 times. So with that, I learned that offline selling experience, that how to sell offline and what is people's strategy, how to talk to people. वो मैंने randomly एक ही दिन के लिए stall लगाया, but people came to know me and I came to know people around. Like, what
Nice.
is this? So I think find any kind of opportunity around you. Don't think it is big or small. I earned only 200 rupees, like in one of the exhibitions. But the content that I felt was huge. I really felt that, oh, I got that opportunity to put the stall. Even if I would have been, in loss, I would have still be contented because I got that opportunity to be able to interact with people around. So that was the huge thing for me.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Since such a long time, you've pretty much been operating through the abundance mindset. You've had abundance, like whatever comes up, I really want to do it. Does not matter what the result is going to be, but I really want to continue hustling. I want to, continue hitting the iron hard and harder. So that's so good. You deserve pretty much all the success you've got with Mukhota, and I think the things have just gotten started for you, and I can bet on this that maybe in the next 1 year things are going to be exponentially they're going to be exponential. So of course we're going to be in touch, and I want you to keep me updated with the progress that you're having, and of course let me know with whatever help you need. But trust me, there is something that tells me that this is going to be really big. It's already doing so well, but things are going to be at a whole new level in the next couple of years. So congratulations for that. Congratulations for your journey, for your experiences, for your struggle, for not giving up, for pretty much everything. So congratulations. It's pretty inspiring.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
And
for all the help.
like I said, it's a pleasure to have you in the show. Thank you so much. I'm gonna share the link with you once the episode goes live. I'm gonna add the links that we discussed below in the description. I'm gonna add Mukhota's website definitely. So guys, Nidhi has some really really cool products for you guys. So go to mukhota.com and check it out. You're definitely gonna love it. You're definitely gonna love them. And I'm gonna add other channels and other links below the podcast in the podcast description as well. So that's it, Nidhi. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank
It's
you.
it's been a pleasure to be having a
Thank you
conversation
so
with you.
much. I hope it helps people.
100%. I'm certain it will. Cheers.